What's up, New Beginnings Church? Happy Friday morning to you. Thank God it's Friday, and let's finish off our week strong. We're in this walk through the book of Mark, and right now we're in Mark chapter 9. If you want to pause, go read verses kind of 30 to 39 in that chunk, or just read the whole chapter. And there's this really cool moment here where Jesus addresses something, and to me, makes such a profound statement here. Verse 33 says that the disciples and Jesus had come to Capernaum. And when Jesus was in that house, he asked the disciples, he goes, "Hey, what were you guys arguing about on the road?" But they kept quiet because on the way they had argued about who was the greatest. And sitting down, Jesus called the 12 and said, "Anyone who wants to be first must be the last, the very last, and the servant of all." I love this story. This reminds me of what a bunch of young men would talk like, and by most historical accounts, the disciples, when they were following around Jesus, were just teenagers, most likely. And so I'm like, this is perfect. This is what young men do. I remember being an intern, just, kind of 18, 19, 20 years old and working in a church, and had a couple other dude interns with me, and we would bicker and argue and fuss. And I'm like, yep, that's just what it is, right? So they're arguing over who's the greatest. I'm assuming they've got some kind of count on like this is how many healings I have. This is how many demons I've cast out. This is how many sermons I've preached. I don't know what they're doing, but they've gotten into an argument over who's the greatest disciple or who's going to be the greatest or whatever it is. And I love Jesus' response, because I would assume something like this, that if I had a bunch of young men arguing about who was the greatest, I might make the mistake of saying, "Hey, y'all should stop arguing about that. You sound arrogant. You sound selfishly ambitious. You just need to knock that off." And Jesus doesn't do that. He doesn't rebuke their ambition. He doesn't rebuke their desire for greatness. What he does is he defines what greatness is and then points them in a new direction. Do you see the difference? Like, he doesn't just shut down and say, don't be ambitious. He goes, "No, let me tell you what you should be ambitious for." And we would call that hunger, right? Like when you see a young person who's setting off on a career and they're willing to just wake up early, stay late, kill it, burn the midnight oil, we would say that person is hungry, right? And so that thing is good. But what you got to marry with your hungry is your humble, right? You got to be hungry and humble. And so that's where he's trying to push them, because he's saying, no. You would say, "No, I want to be first." He goes, no. Let me tell you how you get first. Keep being last. Keep promoting other people. Keep elevating other people. Keep serving and blessing and helping other people. That's what will elevate your life. Not only that, become a servant. Again, to elevate others above yourself, to promote other people, to help other people, to sow into other people. Well, that takes a humble heart. To become a servant of all, and you got to remember, these disciples, they were jockeying for who was going to be the highest on the kind of the list of disciples. And he goes, "Oh, no, be at the end, be the last, and serve everybody up there. Serve people above you, on par with you, beneath you, everybody." And when you have a servant spirit and you have that kind of attitude, that is greatness. That's what you're aiming for. So I want you to keep being hungry, keep being ambitious, but not for the wrong thing. Be hungry and be ambitious for the actual definition of greatness, which is this: elevate other people, bless other people, serve other people, add value to the world around you. That will make you great in the eyes of God. Can I get an amen to that? Church, I love you guys so much. God bless you. I'll see you this weekend.